In the introduction video, we talked about improving Spanish step by step, and today is step 1. Before we start digging into vocabulary and delving into conjugating verbs, we need to begin with the foundation, the vowels. Unlike English, where these 5 letters make anywhere from 15 to 20 sounds, in Spanish, the 5 vowels have one sound, and those sounds never change. That's the good news for our pronunciation. In this video, I've curated some short clips that will help you hear those sounds more clearly and give you some practice pronouncing them correctly. And at the end, we'll practice that magic bonus word that will have you making sentences immediately. You'll be sounding better and speaking more confidently in just a few fun short minutes. So let's get started. Vamos! Let's start with our first letter A, which always makes the sound ah, like father. Okay, it's never a or ah, it's always ah, like father. So let's listen to a quick clip that will help you remember this sound. Ah, father. I am your father. Okay, so that was the letter A that always goes ah, like father. So every time you see that, you're going to picture Darth Vader. You're going to hear him speaking to you saying, I am your father. Ah. Okay, let's move on to the next vowel, the letter E, which always makes the sound eh. Okay, eh. Like best, test, eh. I had a friend who lived for a while in Chile, and she said she would go to soccer games, and sometimes if there were protests, people would go, eh, eh, eh. So I found a silly meme on YouTube where you're going to hear this eh sound. So hopefully this will help you remember that eh. Have fun. Enjoy this one. Okay, so I hope that clip will help you remember how to pronounce the letter E. It's always like the short vowel, eh. Moving on to our next letter, we have the letter I, and this letter is where we will get that E sound. And we can remember the name Shakira to help us remember that letter I. We'll make the E sound. Shakira, Shakira. Enjoy this next clip. Shakira, Shakira. I really knew that she could dance like this. She make a man wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita. Picasa. Shakira, Shakira. Okay, so that was the letter I. Shakira, Shakira. Does that make you want to speak Spanish? Okay. And you'll notice he said in there, ¿Cómo se llama? What's her name? ¿Cómo se llama? Shakira, Shakira. And we'll come back to that at the end of our video also, like ¿Cómo se llama? What is her name or what is your name? Moving on to the next letter, we have the letter O, and it will make the long O sound like in English, O. Okay, it's never ah, it's going to be O. O, 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 O. There's a hint for the next clip. Enjoy. Okay, so after 4 letters, we're already singing and dancing. Hope we're feeling good, having fun. Let's move on to the last letter, which is the letter U, and it will make the sound oo, like in cool. Okay, oo, cool. And I have to do a little setup here. The next clip that I have for you is kind of a joke in Spanish. It's taken from the movie American Me, which came out in 1992. It's set in East Los Angeles. I hope you're not offended. A little warning, there is a bit of a curse word at the end. There's the way this word is translated here. But we'll talk about that in just a second. Okay, so we'll come back to that at the end. So here's your next clip to remember the ooh, like cool.
Órale, you're cool. You're so cool, I'm gonna call you culo.
Again, I hope nobody is offended by the translation of that last word. I hope you're laughing. It's kind of a silly joke. And just know that you will hear that word in a lot of songs. And culo is something you should be shaken, not something that you're calling somebody else. All right. And look at how many of these songs are by Pitbull. My goodness, Mr. Worldwide. Okay. All right, so there we have our 5 vowel sounds. I hope those clips will help you remember. We had the ah like father, like the e like Shakira. And one quick note with that letter, with the e sound, the letter y, when it is by itself, will also make the e sound. And that's how you say the word and, e. Okay, Shakira, y, yo, like Shakira and I. So that's the letter Y, also goes E when the letter Y is by itself. Then we had O, because you'll remember you've got the right stuff to learn Spanish because you are so cool. I'd love to play this clip from Saturday Night Live where they're practicing their Spanish pronunciation, but it is copyright protected, so that's okay. I'll put the link down below, and I hope you listen to it. It's pretty funny. You can hear they've all ordered Mexican food, and they're talking about their enchiladas and their burritos and chile con carne, and they're really over-exaggerating their words, but they're being understood. So it's pretty funny. Take a minute to check that out. And then let's move on to our next bonus word, the magic word, I. I call it magical because this one little word means there is, there are. It can be used to ask questions, and you can respond with a positive or negative answer with just this word, I. So we can ask, are there enchiladas? ¿Hay enchiladas? Sí, sí hay. Or no, no hay. That's plural. You could ask singular, is there the chile with meat? ¿Hay chile con carne? Sí, sí hay. No, no hay. Let's listen to one last clip to help train your ear to understand when Spanish speakers are speaking to you and to also help you feel more comfortable within the culture. This song is from Calle 13. They are from Puerto Rico, and it also features Café Tacuba, a very cool band out of Mexico City. And fun fact, this song won the Latin Grammy Award for Best Record of the Year and Best Alternative Song of the Year in 2009. The title is No hay nadie como tú, which means there is nobody like you. And that's true. Only you can speak Spanish the best way you know how. I hope you have fun and rejoice in learning the language. So enjoy our last clip, No hay nadie como tú.
No hay nadie como tú. No hay nadie como tú, mi amor. No hay nadie como tú. No hay nadie como tú. No hay nadie como tú, mi amor. No hay nadie como tú.
No hay nadie como tú. There's nobody like you. Let's wrap up our lesson by revisiting that question we heard earlier. ¿Cómo se llama? What's your name? Yo me llamo Kelly. Thank you for joining me here at Tentáculo Clases y Cultura. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. You can click on the next lesson to continue your Spanish language learning journey. Please subscribe to our channel. You'll be notified when we upload new lessons. You can also explore some of the playlists that we have where you can find music of all kinds of genres that should help train your ear to understand native speakers and bring you closer to the culture. Muchas gracias y nos vemos.